The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah.
Oh
The
yeah.
rhythm of my life.
It's Throwback Thursday. Yo, how old were you when that song came out? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna break off away real quick because I got the camera on me as well. Um, I'm about to start streaming right now. 3, 2, 1, go. And since we're streaming again, now that we got the stream cracking, we're gonna run that one more
This is
time.
the rhythm of the
How
night.
old were you
The night.
when this song
Oh
came out?
yeah.
Let me
The
know. Let
rhythm
me
of the
know.
night. This is
How
the
old were you?
rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. The rhythm of my life.
Okay, so Throwback Thursday. Breaking off to the camera again. I'm gonna be streaming for a cool minute right now. Stay tuned for episode 2, season 2, Still Learning Dad podcast. I gotta go pick up my babies. Excuse me. I gotta go pick up my babies in like 20 minutes, probably a little bit less than that. So I'm gonna try to speed the process up for this one right now. If you're watching on this phone, on this camera right now, peace. I'm gonna post this up ASAP. And that one. And if you are tuning in to the stream, we are gonna break in to. Hold on. We getting there. Right about. Boom. Okay. Got that cracking. All right. Now, before I do anything further, I want to double check to make sure that, and it is definitely going crack. Okay, so if I can go up here real quick, there, that's legit. All right. Oh, I see how I did this. Okay. Let me go there real quick. And we gonna do it like this, fellas. There it goes. All right. So, Throwback Thursday, right? Matter of fact, let's Google it right now. All right. So for this episode, welcome to episode 2. By the way, welcome to episode 2, Still Learning Dad podcast, season 2, episode 2. I'm gonna let this one be a little freestyle. You know what I mean? I'm already on the wrong thing. All right, so we are going to type it in. How old were you when this song came out? Woo! Yo. Okay. Snap. All right. So the year is 1993. It says 1994, but their debut single was 1993. Depending on the exact month too. Do we got the month or is just the year? Okay, we just got the year so far, what I'm seeing. So depending on what time of the year, I was either between 3 or 4 years old when this dropped. I just wanted to play it, because it's a throwback for me. Now that I'm an ancient man these days. But anyways, once again, welcome to episode 2. Today is the 24th, April 24th, 2025. And the days these days have been daying. They have been so busy. I hardly have any time to do anything right now. Mainly because of work and sleep. pick up my daughters, work and sleep. Um, oh, speaking of throwbacks, so this bad boy don't even want to charge anymore. If you are looking at this video, right? If you're watching the podcast, so there we go, there we go. This thing won't even charge. I got the iPad Touch. Um, I don't even know what year it's from either, but this won't even turn on. This won't even turn on. I got this bad boy right here. You guys remember this one? The Nano, the Nano. From what, 2005 or I believe 6. And I was looking at some things not too long ago. I'm gonna show you one of them. I believe this is maybe my third. I think this is like my third little mixtape, maybe third or fourth. I'm not too sure exactly. I got another one right here. Hold on. This isn't actually my music. This one right here. This is when I was this was back in my DJ days, right? So, if you're just listening, the first thing I held up was a CD. I want to say it's got to be from 2013, I think. 13 or 14. And that was when I had like some nice polished production music. The second one, if you're listening only, it's it says Evil E Hot Jams 204. So for 2004, I was in my DJ days around those times. I was cutting it up nice, man. I was mixing it up real clean. Man, oh, let me put this down real quick. All right. And then let me turn this bad boy off. There we go. Okay, so man, I remember I was fortunate enough for the family to, from what they told me, they said they had chipped in money together because they weren't really sure what to get me for the year. And they had said that they put their money together. There we go. Oh, let me lower this. I apologize. Now that's why the volume wasn't working. All right. Yeah, they had said that they put their money together to give me this nice gift, and I'm like, all right, what did you guys give me? You know, let's see what we got going on, whatever. And then they have this this nice decent sized box. And why isn't this? That's why. I knew that. They had this nice decent sized box. And I'm like, all right, let's see what it is. I open it up, and it's 2 mixers. And it was from Gemini. So it was when you can put... Let me pull these back out again. My bad. So you can put 2 CDs in, right? There we go. 2 CDs in, one on each side. And it was a starter. It was like a DJ starter kit, pretty much, where, like, it was simple enough to where I can... Man, I was able to cue it up, right? I had it queued up to where, you know how DJs do it now. Like, everyone can do it now, right? So, where you want something to repeat, like, boom, 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 and it's, like, repeating the words or whatever, right? Like a Joe Budden song. I don't know why I'm using him as a reference, but I'm going to use him. But you know that pump, 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 pump. So, you could, like, flip that, and it was cool because this is, like, what, 2001 or 2, I think, and... it was so dope that I was able to like tap buttons like that and just bump, 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 like and just replay it over and over. So once I got that for Christmas, I was heavy already on my what do you call it, on my how do I say it, like I would play different sounds in my head just like a lot of DJs do, right? I love music so much to where like I used to, when I was a kid like I used to imagine myself on certain songs, on certain instrumentals, which is also why I used to start rapping and recording music as well. But basically, I would have like a vision in my head, like, oh, it would be cool if, you know, I was just saying like, hey, yo, what's up? You know, yo, hey, yo, Nate Dogg, go ahead and sing that real quick, you know, because Nate Dogg was my favorite artist growing up. I had another list of favorite artists, especially when it comes to R&B, man. Like, what's your guys' favorite R&B artist? That's what I want to know. I mean, a lot of people are gonna say, because we're moving with the times, and no one's really gonna want to probably go back. But we're probably gonna hear some newer artists from you guys or whatever. But I honestly, I'm stuck between like Key Sweat and John B. And I feel like it might be a little bit leaning towards John B these days. But I know Key Sweat had a chokehold on everyone's soul, man, when I was a kid. But John B, man, you can't really sleep on John B. That boy was cold too, man, and it's a blessing to be able to have grown up in that era to where it was like Last of the Mohican style type, right? But we were the last generation that got to experience that transition into technology world, right? And I like to preach this to my daughters all the time. I'm always like, look, man, you don't know how lucky you got it. And I used to hear the same words when I was a kid. I used to hear like my parents telling me like, you know how lucky you are, you know how this, you know how that. But I know that's like a traditional saying when you're a parent, right? But I don't know. I really feel like my daughters, my girls, and if anyone's a parent as well, I feel like the next generation of our kids, they got it made, right? They got everything at their fingertips. All they got to do is grab a phone and be like, "Hey, yo, look up this for me," right? I don't want to say it because I don't want to set my phone off, but you know what they're gonna be saying, right? So and so, can you tell me what the mileage range from here to Vegas is? I want to go right now. How long will it take me to get to Texas if I were to drive or if I were to walk on foot? And they both be doing it, man. They tell me like, "Oh, Dad, look, I looked this up today." It's not every day, obviously, but they'll randomly be like, "This is what I looked up today. Look, check this out." And I'm like, "How the heck you guys like where are you getting these ideas from?" And like, man, it's so easy to just do that for us. Like even with, so like we watch wrestling, right? So even with that, they can look something up and find any match they want that was aired on TV, right? I know I could do it too. I can go on Netflix, I can go on Peacock, but they can go on YouTube real quick and boom. I was like, what was crazy? I was like, we had to genuinely wait and patiently wait for an episode to come out every Monday or every Thursday when they started SmackDown before they moved over to Friday night. Friday night was a game changer, though, for us as kids because, man, trying to stay up late and being told, go to bed, you got school in the morning. Go to bed, you got school in the morning. But it was so hard, especially on the Monday nights, man. And if you're definitely from that era, from the 90s era, then you remember, because I've been watching it a lot recently, too, the Monday Night Wars between WCW Nitro and Monday Night Raw. And that feud was crazy, man. Like, I can't. So I've been recently watching the little documentaries back and forth, and the beef that they kind of had in the territorials, and what the McMahon man had did once. But what from like my own experience as a kid, it was kind of exciting to like watch whatever was on Monday Night Raw, and then whenever it go to commercial, boom, you would just click it, and it would go back to Nitro, then go back and back forth. And before we had that type of privilege, man, I remember the TV that I used to use. It was a 13-channel TV where you had to just click, 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 click. I remember those, man. Those were crazy. And I used to, I think I got it right here. I used to play this bad boy. Oh, don't drop it. I used to play this bad boy right here. Who remembers this? If you're listening, man, I don't even know how to describe it. If you're listening, I don't know how to describe it. Because if you don't know what it is, it's kind of hard to explain. But if you know, you know. So if you're listening, man, it's a Sega cartridge, right? Sonic and Knuckles. But at the very top of the cartridge, you open it up. Which, if you're watching, check it out, right? You open it up, and if you had Sonic 1 or 2, you were able to insert it on top of this cartridge as a double, pretty much. And then you would insert that into the Sega, and you were able to play. And you had, like, don't fall. you had an opportunity to, I believe, flip back and forth through the games too, while in gameplay, something like that. And now I'm gonna be 36 next month, so it's been some time that I've actually seen it, and that I can remember how it actually is. I know we could look that up on YouTube right now, though. I bet you anything, if someone wanted to look that up, they could look it up on YouTube right now. Before I opened up my video, I'm starting to use these bad boys right here. These, I'm gonna probably butcher it, the DJI, I believe, microphones, and these bad boys are a game changer as well. So I wanted to kind of use these for the stream, but I don't know. I'm really enjoying my Zeo Sound bad boy right here. It's a little sensitive. That's the only problem. So like when I do like all that right there, it's a little too much noise. But I really like this microphone too, and got it off Amazon. But yeah, man, I lost my train of thought for like a little hot second there. Man, the 90s though, the 90s. I'm probably be having a lot of Throwback Thursdays going into the 90s a lot moving forward. I don't know about next week yet. I'm not too sure. I'm going to try to get you guys some weeklies. I'm going to start trying to do some weeklies for you guys. My schedule's still all over the place, so I hardly have time to do stuff like this right here. And it's just always on the go, always on the move. But I definitely wanted to come give you guys some nice new fresh content and just blabber about the 90s real quick. Oh man, I had some I don't know if I got it with me though, but I had me some stickers. Anyways, I had me some I think my daughters took it. But again, back to the beginning of the episode, right? How old were you? How old were you when The Rhythm of the Night by Corona came out? 1993, 94-ish. Me, I was between 3 or 4. So, man, 1993. That's for me. That's when I believe that's when Raw did start. It was 93. Yeah, I believe it was 93, 92 or 93. If I'm wrong. But man, those were the fun days of like just everything in general, right? We had Sonic, which is why I brought that out. We had wrestling that I was starting to get into. I remember even getting the I want to say it was Royal Rumble. I think it was Royal Rumble for Sega. And I had a Quackshot. Quackshot was a dope game, man. Quackshot was amazing. Man, that was a fun game, man. And I remember playing that one for hours. And then it sucked because, I mean, it was actually kind of good. If you think back, like, I feel like the save feature is amazing for longer games these days, right? So we're playing games like I'm playing I gotta play WWE 2025, man, 2K25. I gotta play that, and the story modes, they're long, right? I know if you play it straight though, it feels super fast. But these long story modes on that God of War, I gotta get back to God of War. Matter of fact, it has a save feature so you could save it. When we were playing them Segas, man, if you did not beat that game, or if you got to a certain point and you were hot and it was time to go eat dinner or it's time to go to bed, you can't save it, right? So what are you doing? What we would do, I know I'm not alone. What we would do was, okay, I'm going to turn everything off, because you got to turn everything off, right? You turn the TV off. You put your Sega in a certain spot to where it looks like it's off, but you leave that bad boy on. You leave that bad boy on. Go to school the next day. Soon as you get out of school, oh man, I can't wait. You get right home. Now, if you can get away with it, right? Of course, you got to do the homework. Homework always got to come first. But if you could get away with it, at least turn the TV on, make sure everything looks good. The pause menu's still there. Like, All right, hopefully it didn't freeze, because, man, when it froze, oh my gosh. When it froze, when it glitched like that, and you had to turn it off and reset it, open out the cartridge and put it back in. Oh man, it was annoying. But if it didn't freeze, you would unpause it real quick, make sure it's good. All right, it's good to go. Cool. All right, let me go do my homework real quick. All right, make sure you got your chores done. Make sure this, make sure that. All right, cool. Am I good to go? Yeah. So when it's time to go sit down and play that game again, you ain't turning that sucker off until you beat the full game, right? That, man, those are you like I don't think I could stress on how much I miss days like that. Just days like that, man. And I like to tell my daughters this a lot too. Like, we used to be able to know where all of our friends were, right? And it sounds scary nowadays when you say it like this, but it's this was the 90s, man. So like, if you can't text nobody, right? You can't call nobody unless you gotta go to the kitchen and grab that long cord phone, or you got some of them. They were the oh man, what was it? It had an antenna on it too, but it had, dang man, I can't remember what type of phone it was, but it was like kind of like a it was kind of like a long phone with the antenna. You could extend it or whatever, and then you could also put it down and push the speaker on, so you could talk like that too. That was like how they had the speakers or whatever. But you had to stay right there. And then of course you had your traditional. It was more like of a teenage girl phone, but it was like the clear one or whatever. So like those were that style back then. But you can't call everybody at once. You have to take your time to call somebody. Sometimes someone's always on the phone. So like when you call, hey, is so and so there? No, it's not here right now. They went to their friend's house. So you can't do all that within 2-3 minutes. It's gonna take a long time, right? And then you got to memorize someone's number, or you go into what was it? It was a Rolodex. I'm gonna look that up right now. Nobody. I don't think I know anybody that has one of these bad boys anymore. Yo, that's crazy. So if you're listening, if you're watching too, but if you're watching or listening, you're going to type in Rolodex, okay? It's a rotating card file device used to store contact lists. Yeah, it's pretty much like flashcards. It's flashcards, and it's like it's in like a wheel. It's in a wheel, and you spin the sides, right? So every time you spin it, someone's contact information pops up that you're supposed to be filling it out though, right? So-and-so, dentist, number down, right? Doctor's appointment, number down. And you had that was your contact list. You didn't have a phone, right? So, man, I low-key want to buy one of these bad boys. But, so what we would do is we'd hop on our scooters. We had like the scooters or our bikes, or we would walk. We'd mob it, right? We'd mob it. And you would go around the area, where all your friends are at. If they're not at someone's house, they're at a spot, right? And I remember when I was like between 4 and 7, the age of 4 and 7, we used to play at the spot called the County Yard. And if you know, okay? It's like an inner circle thing, right? Like, it's not that it's called that, it's just what we called it. So when someone says the County Yard, like, you grew up playing there, you know what I mean? Or you just know where the area is at, right? Because it's the funniest thing is it's not even it's not a playground, it's not a park, it's none of that. It's grass. It's grass on the street, and it's outside of a county building. But we called it the County Yard, so we used to play there all the time. And ironically, for me, it was right across the street, so I was able to just walk right across the street. So if I didn't go outside and see my people playing, like they were like either throwing the ball, playing catch, or we would play this other game to where like I feel like I can't even say the name these days, but it rhymes with smear. So we would play a game called Smear, the guy who has the ball, and if they weren't playing that or throwing catch or playing catch or playing baseball, something like that, sometimes they play kickball, then they'd be at someone's house. So to identify if they were at somebody's house, we walk around, ride our bikes around or scooter around, and when you see all of the scooters, the bikes, or everyone's like thing to get around in front of the front lawn, like in the front lawn of someone's house, everybody's right here. Then you walk up, beep, and right away, there's no need to ask if anyone's home or nothing because they're all right there or they're all in the room. They all come out like, hey, what's up? We're in the backyard. Oh, we're playing Sega right now. Right now, we're running a little tournament right now. Let's see who could do this, and that for Mortal Kombat, or right now we're playing best 2 out of 3 for this. And oh man, those days were fun, man. Like, if we could do something like that now, oh, that'd be sweet. And hey, don't even get me wrong, because when we weren't playing, this is the early days though. But as we got older, I'm gonna pull these up right now because I'm trying to teach my daughters that one of these days, this is just a little handful, right? This is just a little handful of some Pokemon cards. So if you're listening, it's Pokemon cards. But if you're watching, I'm trying to tell my daughters one of these days, one of these cards that they had, because they got a whole folder of them. And they're at an age now where they're kind of like irritated with getting it, but they'll get them, right? Because I'm telling them, like, look, one of these days when you get a little bit older, I mean, not a little bit older, maybe, actually no, yeah, a little bit older, and if they want to keep it like 20, 30 years for them, that they could make some money off of it, man. You know what I mean? I was like, that wasn't our thing when we were younger. We just wanted to play. But before the Pokemon cards, if we weren't playing some Sega, if we weren't in the backyard, let's see, man. One of my boys, he had like a little small pool, so we would swim in his pool. I remember one time we tried building a go-kart. We would roll down the side of the hill sometimes, and one of the main things we used to always do though was play Pogs or marbles. Now, I was trash at Pogs, and if we were to run it right now, I'd definitely lose, right? I would definitely lose, but I enjoyed it, and I love the nostalgia of Pogs. My thing was marbles. I would get beat too, but I would also give you the work too. So we would play for keepsies, play for keeps. A lot of times we would play for fun, which means we don't get to keep each other's marbles. But anytime it was like, yo, you trying to play for keeps? You want to do keepsies or what? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do all that. Because sometimes I had a nice colored marble. Or, everybody, no one, I don't know. I could be wrong. But I don't remember anybody really wanting the cat eyes, right? Everybody always wanted the galaxy and the boulders. I don't remember. There was another one. There was another one that a lot of people liked. And I can't remember it right now. But the galaxies, I remember I had like 2 or 3 galaxies in my little bundle, and of course we didn't have no special bag for it. We would use an old sock, tie it at the top, and that was it. That's how we went to school. But let me see, I can't remember. I think it was man, I can't think of the name. I can't think of the other name, but I remember they used to say it all the time, like, yo, look, this is what I got. I just got this the other day, and I'm all right, cool, that's dope. Like, it actually looked dope too. It was like this wasn't the name, but it was like a Milky Way. You know what I mean? Like, it was like, it had a name. Like, I was like, oh, that's dope. So they had the galaxies, the boulders, the cat eyes. I had a grip of cat eyes, man, and no one ever really wanted. Like, that's how I know, because I had a lot of cat eyes, and nobody wanted to play for keeps with my cat eye. They're like, nah, we'll just play for fun, bro. Bing, bing, bing. All right, get out of here. And we played freeze tag, like things like that, man. It's like. I don't know. I can't stress it enough to where, like, I tell my daughters, like, I really miss the 90s. I really miss this. Like, I wish you guys could experience the things that we have for this, and that. And they're so stuck on technology these days. I've been doing certain routines that I could do with them. Their mom's been trying to do some too. I've been trying to get them out of that element of, like, wanting to use this right here. Just to stare at all day. If they're gonna stare at something, they may as well try to do something like this. And I tell them try to game yourself, try to stream a little bit here and there yourself. Try to, if you want to be looking at the screen, you might as well be trying to make money looking at the screen. Because I tell them I get it. I have my days where like I get stuck scrolling sometimes, and I'm just like, oh shoot, look what time it is. I gotta go. And speaking of time for real, it's almost time to go pick them up anyway. So like, it's we're on a time frame. We're on a little routine time frame. We got time limits for everything. The only thing that I always like saying this, like, it's funny. This cord is irritating me. It's funny that it's ironic. It's ironic and it's funny how we have time on a clock, and time will never end, but everything else ends. Like, everything has an expiration date, except for time. Like that's the craziest thing, right? Like, it's weird. It's like, oh, we're running out of time, but time isn't running out of time though, right? So I always thought that was weird, but I just wanted to run a fun, nice little throwback Thursday for you guys. It's kind of all over the place. I know I was mainly excited to just make an episode of the Throwback Thursday because I'm like, for the 90s, man, we could definitely run that all the time. Speaking of 90s, I used to have this cup. Hold on, let me see if I could grab it without dropping everything. I'm going to take these off. Hold on, I'm taking my headphones off real quick. So, okay. Now, the year on this bad boy right here, 1992. So, I have me one of these bad boys. If you're listening, it's man, it's such an old cup. It's an old cup, and it's a cup that, like, if you had one of these, it's a cup to where, like, you could probably drink water out of it, right? Drinking water out of it would probably work. But when you have like juice, soda, or anything else, anything with like flavor, syrup in it, it's probably not going to be a good thing. Because what it does is it leaks on the side and then it gets into the little hole, right? So when you're drinking, it starts to spill. So now you have a stain all over your shirt. But man, this was a thing. And then it's Taz, man. It's Taz with Taz. Welcome to the episode. I'm Taz with Taz. You know what I mean? So, Taz the dad with Taz the cup. This 1992. Yeah, I had me one of these and I lost it. I lost it over time because, for one, we're growing up and I don't know what happened to it. But shout out to Nino Rick for this one, man. Nino Rick, man. He was like, "Hey, Taz, I had this in the kitchen. I was getting rid of it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna give it to my boy." And I was like, "Man, I appreciate you, Nino Rick." And it's my homie's uncle, but that's Nino Rick. That's my Nino Rick. That's Nino Rick, no matter what. And man, I really appreciated when he gave me that. When he gave me that, I was like, man, this is like, it's his home, because I'm like, I used to have that. I used to have the Tasmanian slippers. They were like big old. It was like big old. I guess you could say the word plush, right? Plush style, whatever. But you put your feet in, and they were like big old fat slippers. Had the face in the front just like that too. It was pretty dope. Man, those are the things that we used to have, man. I'm trying to look around and see if I have anything else on me here. I don't think I do. I wanted to show you guys another thing, man, but I don't know if I have it with me. I'd have to look for it. I don't want to talk about it. But anyways, yeah, I definitely wanted to just give like some fresh content. I'm gonna try to run another one next Thursday. If I can't run one next Thursday, I'm definitely gonna have a nice fun throwback Thursday for you guys again, because I feel like I don't need any notes for Throwback Thursdays. I could just blabber and blabber for them because, man, I got stories for days when it comes to throwbacks, especially about the 90s. And I remember, matter of fact, we just had a earthquake the other day, right? I'm gonna I'm gonna end this off with this. This is how I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end this off. Okay, so check this out. I definitely wanted to talk about this because everybody said, "Oh look, we just had one on the 22nd." um. Okay, March 28th, right? March 28th. No, that wasn't it. We just had one recently. We just had one recently. I'm gonna put. We just had one, right? It was like shoot. April April 24th. It looks like we're having one all done today. Let me see. So I'm trying to get there, guys. Hold on, I'm trying to get there for you. So April 14th. There we go. Okay, so April 14th. That sounds about right. We had a 5.2 earthquake, and a lot of people said that they felt it. Right? I was sleeping. I was sleeping when it happened, and the biggest earthquake. I want to say it's this one right here. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. January 17th, 1994. I was 4 years old. 6.7. I was asleep, and that one woke me up. That one, my dream. There was an earthquake in my dream, and that sucker felt real. So when I woke up, the room was really shaking. I was tripping on that, man. Like that, man, that was crazy. That was a crazy time right there. Like I was tripping on that one. I was like, whoa. And look, there's a couple other ones here, but yeah, that one, that was probably like the biggest one I've ever experienced and like been able to talk about it. The one that happened the other day that everybody was talking about, I think maybe I was just super tired. I want to say I was like, yeah, I was super tired. I worked nights. I was sleeping through the morning, and I needed my sleep. So what happened was, boom, like I don't know. I slept through it. But I'll tell you this though, when my ringtone goes off for my ringtone, my alarm, when my alarm goes off from my phone. See, I'm such an old soul. When my alarm goes off from my phone, I'm waking up. That sucker's waking me up. Straight up waking me up. But that's because I got to answer to the tribal chief because my alarm, I'm going to play it right now. Shoot, I'm going to play it right now. When it's time to wake up, and it's just for right now. I'm going to change it up. I got other ones. But my other one to wake up. This, we doing throwbacks, right? That was ahead of the table. We doing throwbacks, right? This is my other one. Oh, hold up. I'm getting a whatchamacallit. Here we go. Find me another. Or if it wasn't that one, it was this bad boy. I'm all about throwbacks. You feel me? What song is this? Let me know. Let me know down below what song this is. Let me know what song this is. If you know, you know. All right. I got to stop playing around. All right. It's time for me to go pick up my babies. I appreciate you, whoever is listening. I appreciate you. All two of y'all, whoever you guys are. This was a fun one. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to try to run some more Throwback Thursdays for you guys, man. I'm going to upload this ASAP. If you're watching the stream, thank you for tuning in. But I'm going to be uploading this ASAP to my Spotify and all my other platforms as well. ASAP. So until then, This is Taz with the Still Learning Dad podcast. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend going this weekend. If I don't hear from any of you or see any of you guys, enjoy your weekend. I'm going into work tonight. I will have tomorrow off, and then I go back to work again on Saturday, and then the week starts Saturday for me. So I'll be working Saturday through pretty much like Friday next week. It's a busy schedule, but we gotta do what we gotta do, right? So, I'm gonna try to get you guys another episode. I'm gonna try to get you guys another episode tomorrow. I feel like since tomorrow I'm off, let me try to get some in for you guys, and we can get some cracking. All right. Yeah, we're gonna try to do that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.